Welcome, friends, to a new episode of Mind Speaks, Soul Listens. The views and opinions expressed by the speakers in this recording are solely based on their own individual perspectives and experiences. They form only part of the truth, and we strongly encourage listeners to form their own conclusion based on their own living experience.
For me, probably just like, hey, whatever you want me to do now, like, because I believe it. I believe you, this is real, What do you want me to do? What's my life now? Because honestly, you tell me I still have to do my responsibilities. You want me to do my responsibilities, I'll do it in your name. You know what I mean?
But Ishwar Puriji always say to us that we should enjoy our physical experience, our human experience.
Yeah.
He is a perfect living master. Why? Because perfect living master, they have to operate perfectly in every realm of awareness, including the human self. The human self have to enjoy and embrace that character fully as well. Do you understand? Then they can do it, as perfect as astral form, causal form, as a soul, and as the Lord as well at the same time. You see, the perfect one never neglect the human experience. That's how I know.
I got a question on that. So when they're operating at the same time, are they actually because if you go in the astral, there's also people interacting with the masters in the astral form. Are they interacting at the same time when they're interacting in the physical?
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ian. What do you think your astral self is doing now when we are having this conversation?
Having this conversation.
Yeah, when we're having this conversation right now, what do you think your astral self is doing? Is it just on like a pause mode where you just freeze, and then when you connect with your astral self, then it starts moving?
That's a good question.
Right?
I think you're right. Yeah, your astral self and your physical, it's operating at the same time.
Or what about your causal self?
You're right, operating at the same time. But what if those other people, you have other people, entities that are coming into the conversation too? I mean, wouldn't you say that people try to?
In my opinion, right? When we say masters operate on all levels at the same time, right? It's them having awareness of all these levels at the same time. But what makes us different? We operate on all levels at the same time. It's just that we don't have that awareness. That's the difference.
Yeah.
How can you say that you only operate on Earth and not on astral? When I die, then I'll traverse to the astral self and like, hi astral self, wow, nice body you have here. It doesn't work that way. You are operating at your astral self, causal self, all the other realms at this current moment where we're having this conversation, right? It's just that you're not aware. That's the only difference between the PLM and the disciple. That's the key difference. Yeah.
It's the same people, the people who project in our physical experience. They are the same as the astral experience, but the boundary is not the same. Now, you sit separately from us, right? We are in Singapore, you in the US.
Yes.
So that's how we know, okay, this is our physical self. This is physical experience. But astrally, we sit side by side. Do you understand? Because we feel connect emotionally right now. And causally, you can understand what I say. You can understand what Takin say. So you connect with us intellectually too. See?
Right. Yeah.
And that's take no time. Right?
Yeah.
So, and on the soul level, we feel, I feel great love, sitting here with all of you. Does it take time to manifest it? No. It means we operate at all levels at the same time. And we also talk about Master, our Creator, Father, right? Now we connect with every level of our being at the same time. Okay, Before this, you said to me you live very much like a gangster, right?
Yes.
Now you don't change that much. You live the same lifestyle, but you're the gangster with awareness.
Yes.
Is that true? And who
It's true.
transform it? The master transform it from inside. You
Yeah.
know, and now you cut off, you know, all the violent acts. You still have the same friends, same family, but you don't feel the same because
Yes.
your awareness has changed.
I think that is very true, but sometimes the mind does get to you. Like, well, when Ishwarji passed away, for example, right? And you know, I didn't connect with him inside. You know, I think I told you that I was just like, oh yeah, I'm good. Ishwarji said I'm gonna go to Sachkhand. You know what I mean? I kind of like felt that, you know, but I felt that you know, he was like, still feel that way, like, oh, this is gonna be my last life because I believe the guru. You know what I mean? But when he passed away in his physical, I think a lot of people feel this way, like they're just like, oh man, what do we do now? You know, like, you know, my master's passed away, and I don't want to look for another master, but at the same time, I didn't connect with them inside, you know. So there was almost like a depression for me, you know what I mean? And like those bad, like my old self started coming back a little bit, which is not good. I mean, like anger, I get more angry again, and I'm not focused. You know what I mean? I'm not focused. Like, and that's what I'm saying is like the physical master is. I feel like it's really important. I didn't realize how important that is until Ishwarji passed away, where I want to be able to, from my understanding is once you connect with him, if I saw him astrally and he passed away, I'd be like, I think I'd still be the same. I'd be good. I wouldn't go in reverse like I was when he passed away. Right?
So let's put it this way. Let's say before he passed away, you make inner connection with his radiant form.
Right.
Then he passes away. Then what?
Then I think I'll still be like, you know, this is, yeah, your physical body's gone, but I feel you. You're here. You're right there. You know. Like,
yeah. But
you know.
But then how do you verify that that's not your mind? You know. Because
So-
you don't have a physical Ishwarji that says, Ishwarji, yesterday I met you in meditation, then you said this is this. Can you verify? You know, you don't have that anymore. You don't have that access, right?
So you do have to look for another.
Yeah.
You do have to look for another teacher.
Yeah. It's not a teacher. It's more like a guide. You know.
The guide, yes.
Right? Till you become one yourself. You become the philosopher's stone. Yeah. I think it's a path where the master is a friend first, master later. You know, that friendship between two human beings need to exist.
Yes.
Yeah. Irregardless. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important for sure. Because right now, like, I'm like happy again. Like happy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, it's awesome. You know, it's nice to connect with a master and a friend. You know, and you know, it's like keeping me in check again. Like, but in a good way. Like, I want to be that, because I want to connect with the master inside. You know, like I'm longing for it. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's a saying, right? That when the disciple is ready, the master appears, right?
yes.
Right? But when the
Yes.
disciple is truly ready, the master disappears. You have to reflect on that statement, right?
Wow.
When the disciple is truly ready, the master disappears. So now is the test, right? Ishwarji is no more here. How do you guys progress? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys, we are all in the same boat. We don't have physical Ishwarji anymore.
Yeah.
Then how do we graduate? Are you telling me that everybody then fails? Right? Like,
You gotta keep seeking.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta listen to his. I mean, the cool thing is his videos are there still for his, you know, his teachings. But
Because it's interesting that we are in this situation, because Ishwarji himself was in that situation for like 40 over years when Great Master passed, 1948, right?
yeah.
how did he survive? Ever wondered how did my master made it? What was his secret, right? Surviving 40 years with no sawan sing. Yeah. How do you do it? So, yeah.
Well, that's something that
Food for thought, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I had a question about my uncle actually had a question about he said, what's the difference between a Satguru, and ascended masters? Is there differences?
They are not different, you know. If God is like the big boss, right? They are all from the big boss, and they just here to operate different, because the role is different. The assigned role to work in this creation is different. Ascended Master, I see them as working on the background. They not appear in the public that much because their job is to meditate. They do meditation to uplift the whole universe, the whole humanity, and uplift bring the blessing so that collectively we start to change. That's why I told you that many of them hidden in the society. They can be anyone. They can work in any job, right? But consciously they know they're in meditative state all the time to uplift this whole lower section of the universe to higher and higher degree. Like now, we're progressing to the golden era, right? From the dark age, from the Kali Yuga, right, to Sat Yuga. So this planet need ascended master even more so, because we have to raise our vibration collectively to the higher and higher degree. And for Sadguru, right, the Guru of Param. So for them, they also work with different crown. You know, they have to come to teach bigger classroom. You understand? Because a lot of people need them. So you will see them more than you see Sadguru, because Sadguru came here for, very advanced students. Almost like the same level of mastership, So, yeah, that is different. And I see people create discrimination between Sadguru, and Ascended Master. I see that a lot. And I feel these people don't understand the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that we all have role to play. And all of them serve God. Can you deny that they're not serving God? Right? And, okay, because this teacher, right? For example, if they come here, has to teach kindergarten school or primary school student, they have to have that quality of ego, so they can understand their students. Do you understand? But it's not that they're not graduate. No, they are. In order to become teacher, we all have to graduate to have a degree to teach.
Right.
But maybe because they have been assigned to teach basic level of students, so it appears that what they talk and their knowledge is not high. But we cannot just listen and point out, oh, this one is low level and that one is high level. No. If it's like that, keep your ego in check.
Wow. Yes. I've seen that before. Yeah, I hear you on that.
Because we, as students, we all need to graduate first, and then with that awareness of the soul, right, with that awareness of the master, look again, or whatever you said in the past, oh, that teacher is low level, that teacher is high level. Really, truly. I feel, for me, right, I feel everybody are from the same level. Everybody are from love, and they do it passionately for love. And they serve God and God only. Their ego might look like, okay, it's active in them because they have to deal with those kind of students. And I see the people saying that, oh, in that part they still eat meat. Oh, very low level. They're not even vegetarian or vegan. It's true. Because it's their lesson to learn on that level. That's why they still not keep very high, purification within themselves. They still have to learn that kind of lesson. Who are we to judge? Right? Master know best. God know best. Who are we to judge? Judge yourself each and every day. Why you look at the world the same way? Why you still operate in separation?
Yeah, and I think just put on a layman terms of Ascended Masters and PLM, just imagine you're running a school, right? So the PLMs or the Satgurus are the ones that actually teach a class. And there are some that run around the school maintaining other aspects of running that particular school. For example, discipline, IT equipment, and admission, for example. So there are many facets of this. These guys, naturally, some of them are teachers themselves. They just undertake different roles. And that's how they operate. They might not have a large class to teach. They might just, handle just one class, and 90% of the job deals with administration, right? But then for the PLM, he specializes in then just pulling these souls out and putting them onto the true path, depending on their level of seeking. So I guess that's the key difference. But then again, you realize that if my master is all powerful and he's the creator of the creation itself, right? Then the lines have been blurred as to who you term a Satguru or Satguru if everything is just manifestation of my master in different forms. That's where you realize, man, if everything is you, this is amazing.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So are you saying that the Ascended Masters are here to, because we're in the Iron Age, they're trying not to make sure that it's not gonna burn the whole, the house is not gonna burn down anytime soon, are they here to keep the house from burning?
Yeah, I think the roles of the Ascended Masters in this age of ascension, right, because we just left the Dark Ages, is just to uplift the whole of humanity, which includes sentient beings out there, right? Like your birds, plants, and animals, right? You don't have, perfect living masters, they don't focus on that. They focus on humans, the ones. But then what happens to these other beings? How are they going to get liberated? How are they going to, be part of the mass awakening or, the raising of vibrations to the next level of seeking? How are they going to do? He can't do this alone. So we have special beings in charge of special roles, right? So that's how they work. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But then again, who are we to judge, right? Lord knows best.
But it's a practical sense that we have to, our minds just always trying to.
Yeah.
We're trying to understand everything,
Yeah, because the population of this planet is not only human, right? You have trees, you have animals. So who help them? For example, you have the homework where you have to raise the vibration of the whole planet. Can you only do for human?
It's true.
Everything have to go together. Everything.
All the suffering of the animals, probably,
and the suffering of the rainforest or something. Yeah, that's true.
But when human doing it is faster because they can exercise their free will. And that free will is as powerful as God will. So collectively we can do. That's why I so admire for the people who meditate for world peace.
Yeah.
Because they contribute something using their own free will.
They make a big difference, huh? Those
Yeah.
people that are doing that, they
Yeah.
make a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because some of us are natural takers, you know. How many of us
Yeah.
are givers, you know? Selfless
Yeah.
givers. Masters are selfless givers. They don't take anything from you.
Yeah.
They just
They
give
take
you.
our karmas.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
They-
one thing that they take, you know.
They take your heart.
Yeah.
They take my heart, they steal your heart
They
too.
steal your heart,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, I just feel like super lucky, you know, like for people like us, you know, that are, you know, that Ishwarji and the people around us, like, we're, you know, they found us. You know what I mean? It's like, because I honestly, without the master now, for me, like Ishwarji passed away, and I almost got lost a little bit, you know. And now it's like there's a purpose in life where, you know, being happy, and you can still do your, you know, your daily, you know, your daily karmas and stuff, and you can still live life, and you feel like your master's there still. I feel like my master's there, and he's always looking out for me now again. You know, it's just like, it's just a wonderful feeling, and it's kind of hard to explain too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
why
fulfillment.
the company of the saints, the company of the friend, that they
Yeah.
have reached that awareness, is very
Yeah.
important. Because
Yeah.
in this company, you know, you can cross check, I have weird dream last night. You
Yeah.
know, can you check it out for me? What is
Yeah.
this? Right? Master
Yeah.
Applier told me this. Is that real master? Or, you know, this projection by my mind?
Yeah.
Then you can validate not only with one person, with friends, many
Yes.
friends that have that same awareness. And if they are saying the same thing, then you know, this is true. Master came in my dream and say to me something. Then you can take it, okay, I make note, this is true. And next time you ask the friend, okay, what is your technique of validation? Can I learn that as well? Right? Then next
Yeah.
time you can help others to validate the same thing. It's better like that. We not enter our ego trap.
Yeah.
Because ego can trap us, you know. If we
Yeah.
relying only on one friend, how do you know that one friend will, you know, make correct observation?
Mm.
You do it with many friends, then you know, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, this
So
is
go ahead.
no, this is an
Sorry.
experiential path that we are treading on. It's not a path of knowledge. It's not a
Yeah.
path of like I know more things than you. It's not a path of I have many inner experience than you. It's a path of experience, right? The experience transforms you, so it
Right.
becomes a transformation. You need to become the philosopher's stone by mixing with philosopher's stone. You cannot be a philosopher's stone if you mix with you know, like normal stones, right? Then
Yeah.
you just lose your charm, right? You lose your ability to actually resonate at a higher level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
So come.
So speaking of dreams, so the experiences that you get in dreams, are they visions, or what are they like? Are you seeing the future? Are you seeing the past? Sometimes the master goes inside your dreams. Is that like, what kind of experience? Like, is that real when you see these people? Like, you know, just like, for example, okay, I had a dream not too maybe a couple years ago, and my grandfather passed away, and he was in my dream one time, and I looked at him, I was like, hey Papa, aren't you dead, you know? And then I just kind of cried and hugged him, you know, and I haven't seen him in years. And so would that be like something I experienced? Is that just like you know, is just my imagination in a dream, or is that him actually visiting me in my dream? You know what I mean?
So some dreams most of our dreams are projection from our mind. Whatever we focus on during the day, unfinished business, sometimes project in our dream because of our mind. But some dreams are higher experience than that. So how to validate it? You know, there are useful dream and there are useless dream. Any dream that useful to you, make you transform, makes you let go and can move forward. That dream can transform you. That's the dream you should focus your experience on. Other dream that is useless, like you running around, you fight something, you don't understand what it is. Don't focus on that. All dreams are real because dreams are projection from our mind. That's why you can see it as character, as picture. It still happen in the separation, not in oneness. So use the dream experience, the one that transform you, and focus on that the most. But it's better that you find the truth in meditation. You experience when you awake, you are in awake state and go through that experience is better, because at that time you can exercise your wisdom, and other time you can't, because when we dream we lose the awareness and we feel helpless, right? We cannot make any decision or any change. That's why it's better to develop meditation technique where you can observe and use your wisdom and free will at that time.
Got it. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to be like that. It's a longing for sure. Yeah. Well,
Anything more?
I got a bunch of questions. Hold on, let me see here. Here you go. So, is there such thing as a physical Satan? Like Satan, Kal? Is there such thing as like a physical person, like a designated person to be like the devil?
We can all look in the mirror today and we can see that Satan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you put it in that perspective, for sure. So it's really our mind.
It's everywhere. We
The
all
bad-
have positive and negative quality within us, and during the time we 100% negative, then at that time look in the mirror, it's Satan there, staring back at you. But when you 100% positive, that's master there, that's enlightened being staring at you back. So which one you want to exercise your free will, to be? We all have this quality because we make from negative and positive in the same amount, and we here, human, we're not meant to be perfect as human. We always have this negative quality within us as human.
Even masters?
Yeah, they are. Can master fly? Can master manifest gold in his hand? Cannot, right? In the physical, you have to obey physical law, right? And by that physical law, we're not meant to be perfect here. We cannot do much because human body have a lot of limitation, and master have to use this physical tool, this physical limitation to work at best. That's why master never work alone. He have his team to work, like his hand and legs,
Yeah.
And just to add on, right? If master, if we think that our perfect living master is truly perfect, and then the question will arise, why then did he choose that character? Why didn't Ishwarji choose to be like the ruler of a country?
Yeah.
And you have all the power in the world
Yeah.
to convert all your country and initiate the whole country. Why choose somebody who is as human as another human being, you know. Why? You know, if you're so powerful, right?
It's the excitement probably in the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not just.
yeah, and I think we fail to realize the karmic affinity that we have when we are born into this character. Most of us think, why didn't Master make me a rich guy? Why Master make me somebody who's suffering all the time, right? Why? We fail to realize when we ask these questions, we are always asking about us, but not on our 7 generations that we are, you know, have affinity with. These guys need liberation, and because you got initiated, your case is like, you know, closed, right? I mean, it's done for you. What about them, right? So that's the question that we fail to see and realize, you know, that masters are human and they undertake all this karma for a particular reason, you know, whether we know it or not. It's a different matter altogether.
Like in the past, right? A lot of master born poor, like weaver, cobbler.
Yeah.
Why? Why they not born as king,
Yeah.
right? Or queen?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because if they're in the palace, who can have the access to see them, right? But if they just live next to the street, right? Then a lot of people see them. Give you know, truth seeker a lot of opportunity to come and meet with enlightened ones.
It's not exclusive.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's not exclusive. Yeah.
And they're born to take form as seekers, where seekers are.
So that's the fun part of the whole game, I would say. The game of
Because we always have discussion about perfect living master, right? They're not a perfect human. They're not. You know, they have flaw like us. They still have to eat. They feel sick, right?
Yeah.
They're not well. Sometimes they cannot think clearly. Sometimes they're emotional. It's just their human character. But when you really recognize them from inside, then you know, oh my God, this is true form. This one is real deal. Only when you know the inside, not only the outside.
Yeah. People fail to realize though, when they term perfect living master, right? It's not perfection on a physical level, right? It's the awareness that he carries in him that's perfect. And he's sharing with you through his imperfect body. So, yeah, we always paint a picture, you don't have a white beard, cross. You don't speak a certain language, cross.
Right.
You are a woman, cross, even double cross, right? So you don't fit the role. Sorry, you know, whatever you say from you, I'm going in here and coming out here, you know. So I don't register. So people fail to realize, because we are still very visual driven, and we judge people just by visual. So we have to go inner. That's why masters say, do your meditation and do more meditation if you fail to see my radiant form, till you realize, man, it's all on the inside, you know, and how it projects on the inside that appears on the outside. So yeah. So seeking is the key.
Seeking is the key.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it for today's episode. If you'd like to listen to more content like this one, please follow and like our channel. Links can be found in the description. See you next time, and thank you for listening.